What's happening, y'all? Brendan here, Dad Planet. I figured I'd kill two birds with one stone, pick my daughter up from swimming practice, and film the intro to the video while I sit here and wait. So what can I say? January 15,000 is going to be a stretch, but I just want to take a minute to thank each and every one of my subscribers. I really appreciate you. And if you're not subscribed, if you don't mind taking a minute to do so, I would certainly appreciate it. But you're going to see here in a minute, $2,500 in gross sales this week. It's like getting slower and slower. Today's been sort of a bust as far as sales goes, but a lot of great bolos as always, 15 of them in this one, action packed, lots of stuff to learn. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, week 3, January 15th through the 21st, 2,500 in gross sales, 1,800 in net. It's going to be a miracle if I hit $15,000 for this month in gross sales, but whatever. You can see where I'm at for the month from January 1st through today as of 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Almost 9,300 gross, 6,600 almost net. Yeah, I mean, I got 9 days left, 9 days, pray. I mean, my numbers are good. I just am trying to hit a goal. My listings are way up. I think I had like 960 when I started January. I've got around 1,040 right now. So I've been hammering the listing portion of this experiment hard, but you know, you just got to take it as it comes. So anyway, first sale here. This is like insider knowledge because the buzzer WMMS 100.7 is a longtime Cleveland, Ohio radio station. It's where I was born and raised. So I know about it and I knew this hat would do well. There just aren't that many of them in the wild, especially ones with the actual buzzard logo on it. And yeah, I got $72 for this one, 72 bucks, and then $4 for shipping. So $75.98. Hats cost me $1.99, at least this one did. And it was in fantastic condition. They just don't come around that often, not one you're likely to see outside of the regional area here, but a great sale. And yeah, I needed every one of them I could get this week. So we'll move on to the next one. John Carpenter Halloween DVD. This is the extended edition, which features 12 minutes of extra footage that were shot. You ever notice that where the television version changes a little bit? Sometimes they add footage. This is the DVD that you get that footage in. So this was a good sale. It cost me 99 cents and I sold it for 30 bucks. 30 bucks and then $3.99 shipping. So the buyer is $33.98 pre-tax. And I'm happy with that one as well. I mean, I'm a horror guy myself. So anytime you see horror in the stores, you know, check it for sure. So that was another good one. We'll move on to the next one. All right, Team Umizoomi, Millibot and Geo. They just don't make a ton of Team Umizoomi toys. You can tell I have young girls. Team Umizoomi usually always does really well. This is actually the second time I've sold this like talking Millie. You squeeze her belly and she, you know, rattles off a bunch of numbers and makes a bunch of sounds and whatnot. Very cute and easy $20 bill when you find her. I think I even paid less than $1 for this one. I think it was like 90 cents. Batteries were included since they were the originals, and she worked great. She was in great condition. So like Team Umizoomi and the next one you'll see, these really sell well. They just don't turn up that often. So Millibot and Geo and the Octonauts, I knew to pick this up even though I paid, I think it was either $2.99 or $3.99 for it. I think it was $3.99 because they're in high demand right now. So Octonauts, Guppa Mission, Submarine, it was not in perfect condition. It had like bumps and bruises and scrapes, but again, just hard stuff to find that I knew would sell. So I'm happy getting 20 bucks when I spend 4. No problem. 2010 Mattel. Those two brands, keep an eye out. They're Bolo brands for sure. Not every single thing sold is a Bolo, you know, but these two in particular, very much so. So good sale. We'll move on to the next one. I don't know anything about The Mentalist. I didn't do any research on it. Don't know the first thing about it. Don't know who the actors are. Don't know what the show is about, and you know, kind of don't care. Just wanted to make the sale. So these were $1 each. So I paid $4.99. I paid $5 for them, and this went overseas and sold for $60. These were the complete seasons 1 through 5. I don't know if there are any more than 5. If there are, you know, that's great. But another one of those things that I talk about often, like, always check the DVD like box sets, always check the VHS box sets, and it's just like second nature to me. I scan it, move on, scan it, move on, scan it, move on. These ones looked like they did well, so 60 bucks was wonderful. They also paid $4.99 in shipping for the lot, so they're $64.98 all in pre-tax, and for $5 I will take it. So we'll move on to the next one. You don't see me do a lot of women's clothing, right? And honestly, like the reason this one took so long to sell is because the size was really tiny. So it was XXS, extra, extra small, but it was a cute quilted jacket, made well, decent enough brand. I mean, I don't know that this is like a Bolo brand anymore. You'd have to ask the more experienced female clothing sellers that deal in this brand, but I did get $30 for this. I took a best offer, and I feel like it only took this long because of the size. Just, you know, not an ideal size. $30, and then they paid $8.45 in shipping, so $38.45 all in. It's cost me $4.99, and you know, I had it for a while, but it sold. So that's the name of the game, right? What can I say? We'll move on to the next one. I'll never forget the thrift run I did where I missed the Titleist bag. So I'm all about like sourcing golf bags right now. This was another one that I found. This was a Facebook Marketplace, so I paid up for it. I did pay $30 for it, but it did sell for full price, $124.99, $16.59 in shipping. So the buyer is $141.58 all in. Great bag. I mean, you know, I think it was 6 dividers in oh no, I'm sorry, there was 14. I think that's 14. Did I put 14? I don't know what I put. Anyway, good bag. Nike Performance, like tour golf bags, that was absolutely a Bolo. It doesn't look like there's a ton of them listed, so keep your eye out for them on Marketplace and Craigslist for sure, because I was lucky enough to get one. I haven't looked recently because I'm trying to kind of stay away from Marketplace a little bit more because I feel like it's kind of a time suck, even though sometimes I'm doing it like really, really early in the morning when I just wake up, or like really, really late before I fall asleep, so it's not really impeding on any other tasks that I should be doing. But now is the time because it's spring is coming up, and it's going to be golf season pretty soon. So that was a great sale. Next one, even better, vintage Madeleine old house in Paris. This house cost me nothing. So I reached out to a buyer, again on Facebook Marketplace, for a Fisher-Price loving family mansion that came with a bunch of accessories. I still have this sitting in my basement. I don't have it listed. Why? I don't know. It's just some things I just can't explain. Like why do you drag your feet on certain things, Brendan? But he was really looking to get rid of this thing, and I paid $30 for the Fisher-Price loving family house, but he was like, hey, if you can come in the next like couple hours, I'll throw in this big house for free. So I came, I took it, and I paid $0 for it, and it sold for full price. $100. I had to take it apart for shipping, but the buyer also paid $35.90 in shipping. So they are $135.98 all in, and for a price of $0, you really can't beat that. This is a Bolo also for sure. I'm sure I'll put the comps up on the screen. These houses are a hit. So this was good. This was a pleasant surprise for sure. All right. This, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the rarest Skylanders you will ever lay your eyes on. You can only get this if you were an employee of Activision or you were a contractor on the game. As far as I believe, there's no other way to get this. This is the 2016 Holiday Edition Skylanders Imaginators Master December, and just insane find. Not for resale, that's my favorite. There's the top of the box. That's what she looks like close up. Unbelievable. She or he, I don't know if it's a she or he, but this bad boy sold for $199, and I only paid $4.99 for it. So they also paid $4.99 in shipping. I got $204.98 pre-tax, and yeah, just take a look at that. I mean, super, super rare, and I knew it when I found it. Like, the reason priced this at $199.99 is because I knew, or at least I suspected that when this was first released, the people that sold theirs were probably selling theirs for double, maybe even triple the price. Now, Skylanders, like, how hugely popular is it now? I don't know if it's as popular as it was. I mean, there's obviously a following for it, and they sell. But I knew I could get $200 for this, knowing full well that people were paying $400 when this was first released 6 years ago or 5 years ago or however long ago it was. So I didn't really pay attention to comps. If I did, you would see them selling at $100 or $130, but those were irrelevant to me based on this item's rarity. So I got $200. It did take a little while to sell, so I think I had it priced correctly. But, you know, you find one like this, if you're lucky enough to find something like that, maybe go a little bit higher. You know what my advice is, but pleasantly surprised with that sale. That was a home run for sure. All right, next one. It's margarita season. Actually, if you have kids that are like full-time remote in school right now, your time for margaritas is always right now. But we have spring and summer coming up, and I suspect that the drinks are going to be flowing. So these Margaritaville machines are going to be in high demand, like they always are. I don't know that they produce them anymore. You'd have to check my. You got to check me on that one, but they always sell. So this one was in a thrift store for $20, and I sold it for full price, $110, and the buyer paid $22.19 in shipping. So $132.18. They are all in. $110 on 20. Home run. The model number was slightly different than some of the other ones. I had to clean it a little bit, but it was in pretty good condition. The model number on this one was DM0572. There weren't a ton that had that exact model number, but it doesn't matter. They're all very, very similar. The ones that are like DM1000 or DM0500, all very, very similar. So easy sale when you source them. Check Facebook Marketplace. They're gonna pop up for sure. Next one. This was really fun. This is a super blast from the past. This is from 1997. The Talk Blaster phone from Nickelodeon. Really vibrant colors. Like if I catch my like right where I sit right there to take those pictures at the perfect time, the colors of every picture, assuming it's overcast, come out really crisp and vibrant. So this was the perfect time to take those pictures because you can see the colors were gorgeous. I had to clean out the battery compartment very, very slightly, but it was no problem, and it functioned perfect. It was great. I think I may have even undersold it. I probably could have got 60 for it, but I'm happy with $50. I paid $696 for it. The model number is N2500. Again, that's the landline Talk Blaster. And what did the buyer pay? They paid $970 in shipping, so they're $59.69 all in. What an awesome find. I know that there's like the Talk Blaster radio that does really, really well, but look for this phone too. Stands out because of the color combinations, and you just don't see them every day. So really, really good sales. Happy with that one. Happy with this one too also. This Rampage character, what is this one? George from the movie Rampage. I sold a ton of these and a ton of the Kong ones back in my FBA days. This one selling for a ton of money, $60, and I only paid $3.99 for it. And the buyer also paid $13.47 in shipping. So they are what, $73.46 all in. I mean, he had some bumps and bruises, you know, going through some serious playtime here with whoever owned him before, but they're really large. So 16, 17, 18 inches, they stand out really well, but when you see it, grab it. This came out on a cart at Goodwill, and I knew immediately to scoop it up because I knew what I had on my hands from previous experience. So really, really great sale there. Bolo for sure for George, and Bolo for sure for Kong. They're similarly articulated. They look a little bit different, but Bolo for both of those for sure. So keep your eye out for them. All right, next one, pair of Nikes, LeBrons. These are the Cleveland Cavaliers version. Look, he might be playing in LA right now, but he is absolutely still beloved in Cleveland for bringing a championship there, and especially the city of Akron, where he is from. So LeBron shoes that are like Cleveland Cavalier oriented, still in demand in some cases. And this is one of the pairs that is. So style and colorway combo 375664-111. I got $89.99 for them, and the buyer paid $10.90 in shipping. So they're $100.98 all in. This pair of shoes cost me $4.29. I did little to no cleaning. These are shoes that I would not put in the washer because I'm afraid sometimes like the exterior will start to crack. So I just like touched them up, and when I say touched up, I like maybe 2 seconds worth of wiping them off, and that was that. So $89, pleased with that sale, really good. We'll move on to next one, another pair of shoes. Gosh, I can't remember what I paid for these. I wrote down that I paid $4.99 for them, but they may have been $5 or $6.99. I don't remember, but Mojave mid shoes, I got $53.99 for these. They were in supreme condition. Oh, you can see that I gave those a little wipe down as well. And they were a size 13. Insoles were excellent, and the soles very, very thick as well. Yeah, so I took some Goo Gone right here, so I have a feeling these were $6.99, even though I have $4.99 written down, but still got $54 for them. So buyer paid $11.73 in shipping, and they are $65.72 all in. pre-tax. Merrill, usually a home run, always double check for sure, especially when they're in a condition like that. And that brings us to the last one, which is like slowly becoming one of my favorite brands, LL Bean. Usually readily available and usually always has good resale value because they make a quality product. This is a like worker's jacket, farm jacket, chore jacket, and I got full price for it, $59.99 with $10.76 in shipping. So buyer is $70.75 all in. The jacket cost me $6.99. It was an XXL, which is a wonderful size for a jacket like this. I had to take the pictures indoors, so the color doesn't usually come out like absolutely correctly, but these are in such high demand, people know what they're buying, usually a replacement for the one they've owned. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is everything. Okay, that's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, I got a couple of giveaways coming at 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm around 830 right now. So once we get to 1,000, I'm giving away two things. I'm going to, and I could increase that. Like I might even do more than that. But the two things that I have in mind right now are the Legos Star Wars set 75294. If you look on Amazon right now, they're selling FBA, I think around 170, 180. I don't know what the ceiling is for the price on this. If you hold out long enough, you might be able to get 250 for it. This is an extremely limited edition release. They're probably never going to put it out again. So that's one of the sets that I'm going to give away. And then of course, I've been talking about this Pokemon Champions Path Elite Trainer Box. The potential of a $1,000 or maybe even more card could be in one of these packs. As you guys know that have been following me along, I got one in a box, the only box I've ever opened, which was like a minor miracle. And it is currently in the PSA grading process. And I'll do a video on that and kind of take you like step by step what it takes to get a card graded, because the trading card market is nuts. And I think a lot of eBay sellers would benefit from seeing how they do it. It's like an 8-step process for them, not including what it takes to get it shipped there. And then of course, you know, waiting for them to get it back to you. So yeah, that's it. I appreciate you watching as always. Thanks again. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, and yeah, that's all I got for you. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video.